Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. Today, we're talking about a new perk that has come to us with the new raid. Of course, by now, contest mode has come and gone, and while I didn't succeed, I did get the exotic and I got a couple weapons. And while I probably will talk about Euphony in the future if you're interested in that, today I want to talk about one specific perk and this specific weapon. The main bulk of the video is going to be about Chaos Reshaped because I think this perk is actually kind of nuts. So looking at that here on this critical anomaly 72 RPM aggressive sniper, let's just read the perk. Chaos Reshaped. This weapon gains bonus damage while in combat for an extended time. Remaining in combat for even longer rewards a larger damage bonus and periodically heals the wielder. So right off the bat, you might have seen some stuff on Twitter or anything like that about this perk, but it's a lot like Frenzy, at least it sounds like it. If we look at Frenzy on submission here, it says being in combat for an extended time increases damage, handling, and reload for this weapon until you are out of combat. So the difference between these perks is they both give damage, but Chaos Reshaped has that keyword of being in combat for even longer rewards a larger damage bonus and then periodically heals the wielder. So today we're going to look at the numbers and the healing and the times to see, is this really just a better Frenzy? Because Frenzy was already one of the best perks in the game in my opinion, and at first glance this has just totally power crept it. So getting straight into just some footage, here at Carl, a base shot of this sniper does 11,486 damage. If we wait around, we're dealing damage, we're taking damage, and we get Chaos Reshaped, that damage goes up to 13,783, which is a 20% increase. And if you guys already know, Frenzy is 15. So at times 1, we're already 5% better than Frenzy. But then, of course, the perk says that we get an even larger damage bonus. So looking at that, if we stay in combat for even longer, we're now at times 2, and our damage goes up to 15,506, which is a total 35% increase. That's on par with the old unnerfed bait and switch. And it's more than double what Frenzy has access to. Now, of course, Frenzy does come with handling and reload bonuses, but I don't know about you guys, double damage for a perk or similar commitments, I can go without the reload and handling. Now, with that said, before I actually do touch on the other effect, which is healing, by the way, kind of crazy on a perk that we get damage and healing, but I'll touch on that in a second. First, let's actually look at the times. From the first instance of damage in this clip, it takes exactly 12 seconds to get to Chaos Reshaped. Then again, staying in combat, whether that's taking damage from enemies or dealing damage to enemies, it takes another 12 seconds to reach Chaos Reshaped times 2. So in total, that is a 24-second commitment that you need to be dealing damage or receiving damage in order to get the maximum 35% damage buff. However, the times 1 is still better than Frenzy, taking the same amount of time, because Frenzy, by default, from the first instance of damage, getting Frenzy active for 15% damage and whatever else is 12 seconds. So Chaos Reshaped is actually just better Frenzy at times 1. And then if you manage to stay in combat for another 12 seconds, it's doubly Frenzy. It's double what Frenzy offers. And genuinely guys, that's really all you need to know about this perk. It's way better than Frenzy for damage. And if you're looking for a passive damage perk like Frenzy, Chaos Reshaped is the new king. Now, with all that said, what about the healing? Because that could also be incredible. Well, it's a bit underwhelming. So the healing doesn't start until you've been in combat for 24 seconds, which means you have times 2 Chaos Reshaped. And then how that actually starts is at the 24 seconds, you don't get the heal, but it starts a 7-second timer, which will give you some health back. So the total number from starting damage to getting your first heal would be 31 total seconds in combat, with the heal proccing every 7 seconds after that. Now, how much the heal is? Well, you've probably been seeing it. It is not a lot. It is pretty small. Using this footage from Frostbolt when Heal Clip came out in PvP, this is a 30 HP health chunk. And comparing the footage, that looks pretty similar. So every 7 seconds after you're at times 2, you're gonna get 30 HP, which to be honest, is very negligible. We don't need to worry about that. And at most, never rely on it and just accept the passive sometimes heal that you'll get. And that's actually everything specifically about Chaos Reshaped. If that's all you're here for, you can click off the video, you can share this video with your friends to get them this information. But there was one more thing I wanted to touch on before moving on, and that was, again, this specific critical anomaly that I got while doing the raid. Chill Clip and Chaos Reshaped could honestly be a god roll. This is the first ever sniper to roll Chill Clip, and if we go to our prismatic subclass, one of these fragments, which was disabled for the day one raid, is Facet of Command, where freezing or suppressing a target reloads your equipped weapons. Obviously, Bungie had some oversight on this and allowed you to just abuse this fragment, but when this is re-enabled and it works, at least on a cooldown or anything like that, having Chill Clip, which will give you an extra amount of shatter damage, here we can see on Carl, it's about that 20,000 damage number, will also just reload our weapon. And when Bungie does re-enable this fragment, assuming they've fixed it, as long as the cooldown isn't too long, you should still be able to infinitely fire this sniper by making use of Facet of Command and Chill Clip. But also putting the data mined perks on screen now, it's got some other crazy stuff. You've got rewind rounds and reconstruction in the left column, and then firing line, triple tap, and bait and switch on top of Chaos Reshaped in the right column. Again, it's an aggressive 72 RPM sniper, so they're not the most popular for actually dealing damage, but there is some very interesting stuff here. And at the very least, I'm happy that I got this specific role because I could totally see this being some type of play moving forward, especially since raids and dungeons now have surges. And that's all I've got to say today. Let me know if you want me doing any more videos like this, doing simple-ish breakdowns of just weapons and perks, because I plan on doing the new Salvation's Edge raid a lot. Also, let me know if you want me to touch on the raid exotic. I do have it. I'm sure you're gonna go watch the Aztecross video or the error video, but if I see anybody interested, I'll probably make a video myself just because I want. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, it means a lot. I know I haven't uploaded this past week, especially since the DLCs come out. I've been super busy. I'm sure you have too, but now I'm getting back into the content grind. If you want to support me, support the channel, a like, comment, and subscription goes super far. We're past 8,000 subscribers. Now we're on to the 9K goal. Can't wait to hit it with y'all. If you want to support me and support the channel, but you can't think of a comment down below, Chaos Reshaped. And with that, as usual, I hope you are having a great day, and I hope to see you around.